Check out this reporting from the New York Times. This headline here, Koch network raises over 70 million for push to sink Trump. Ooh, they trying to get him down by that Titan submarine. They're throwing their weight behind eliminating the GOP's leading contender for president. Now here are the deets on the donations that they have amassed. With some of this large sum to start, the network, Americans for Prosperity Action, plans to throw its weight into the GOP presidential nominating contest for the first time in its nearly 20-year history. The network spent nearly $500 million supporting Republican candidates and conservative policies in the 2020 election cycle alone. Two groups closely affiliated with Charles Koch contributed 50 million of the more than 70 million that has been raised. David Koch died of cancer in 2019. I wish I felt bad. The conservative empire, we know, that's thrown a lot of money behind the difficult cause here, which I can appreciate, ensuring that Trump does not become the 47th president. Well, they circulated a memo amongst each other that really says that they hope to have a new president that opens and represents a new chapter. Also this. So some of the biggest donors in Republican politics, including some of the Koch network, have been hanging their hopes on Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida as Mr. Trump's most promising rival. But Mr. DeSantis has disconcerted many donors with his early campaign stumbles, slip in the poll numbers, and willingness to be the grand dragon out in the open. And here are the poll numbers that we can see. Who's ahead in the national polls? Check this out. It's still Donald Trump. That's right. Oh my God, those charges, that indictment didn't do a damn thing. People are not feeling DeSantis. Of course, I'm sure his wife isn't either. DeSantis is currently sitting at 23.5%. And we know surely some neoliberals will fall for the play by the Koch network, claiming that the network is on their side, but they really need to think again. Because at the same time that memo was circulated back in February saying they want a new leader who represents a new chapter, well, the group was doing some shady behind the scenes work. Here's the Guardian headline from February of that year. Check this out. Koch brothers advocacy group courts far-right Republicans it vowed to thwart. Americans for Prosperity Action recently invited two politicians who tried vigorously to overturn the 2020 presidential election. That really should tell you that the Koch brothers may not want Trump in power, but that doesn't mean they don't want to dismantle democracy and ensure that white male supremacy reigns. Because I can guarantee you that is what they're truly putting their money behind. Although now with what DeSantis not necessarily being the leader that they would like, it makes you wonder who they're gonna throw their money behind. Do you think possibly we could see another candidate suddenly emerge in this 2024 presidential race, Mondale?
Listen, so people should not be fooled by the Koch brothers and think that they care about anything other than money, right? The Koch brothers are the founders. One of them dead, so I would say God rest his please, but I mean rest his soul, but I don't feel that way.
Yeah, he ain't with God. Keep him on.
Yeah. So, but they created, these brothers created ALEC. They are the money and the brain behind ALEC, which is the American Legislative Executive Council that saw filthy rich businesses get together in a space with electeds at the state level and write policies and basically have these people go back to their states and introduce them. It was at their conference that a Georgia state rep said, not only talking to a private business that owns prisons, not only can we build another prison, but we can fill it up quicker than it's finished being built. So this is a politician selling off citizens, promising to lock them up for the Koch brothers' efforts. So this is nothing pretty happening here. The money behind Trump is the same money they refused to spend money on Trump's election in 2016 when he won and 2020. So this idea that the Koch brothers supporting a Republican candidate is beneficial for folks that believe in progressive ideas is a slap in the face of anybody that's doing organizing work around marginalized people. This is the wickedness that is money in politics, thinking about the Koch brothers.
Absolutely, and anybody who loses sight of that is going to be part of the problem because they're going to allow these individuals to sneak up on us with whomever they choose to truly back for 2024. And we are going to probably be in a worse position than we are now, even though it's so difficult to even fathom.